How's it going, RVers? This is Eddie here at Veurink's RV Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We have a beautiful 70-degree day, so we wanted to get out and show our first 2026 Renegade Vienna that hit the lot. Behind me is a 25 TBC. It's going to be the twin bed floor plan with a cab over sleeping space, king bed conversion in the back, and a small slide out. The color scheme that we have on this guy is going to be the Olympia color scheme, which is going to be gray and a darker gray with some blue inlaid in there. You can see it in the front cap. They did add for 2026 two new colors. They are going to be like full body color schemes, similar to their Polaris and Tundra. It's going to be Mojave, which is going to be like a kind of sand color, and then Atlas, which is going to be an off-white. I haven't seen them in person yet, but they look really sweet. On the inside, you're not going to see many changes. This is going to be Lakewood on the interior color scheme, but they did change out Cashmere to an Essence White, and then they changed Burnished Sable to a Dark Truffle. I don't have any of those yet, but you'll see some videos coming up on our YouTube channel, especially if we have those on order, and those will be coming in throughout the rest of this year and into 2026. But this is going to be on the 3500 chassis by Mercedes. Another change that you might see in the future is Renegade going to a 4500 chassis rather than the 3500. Biggest difference that's going to give you is a larger carrying capacity on the coach and a little bit smaller towing. But it can all level out. Just let us kind of talk you through that information. But you might see that change in the future. We're underneath our large Girard armless awning. This doesn't just have two supports, but it's got a third one just in case you get some high winds. That way nothing's causing any issues. But you can just stand on the inside of your doorway, press a button, or go to your Firefly system and press a button, and this will come out. You do have an LED light bar in there. Underneath your awning, you're going to have an outside entertainment space. This is on all four of Renegade's floor plans. You will have this outside TV and the sound bar. On this floor plan, you do have all storage over here. The reason being, this is usually where your generator goes, where you'll have the option to have a 3.6 kilowatt propane generator. We ordered this with the full lithium package. And so if you've seen some of my previous videos, you probably know a little bit about what the lithium package gives you, but it gives you two 400 amp hour lithium batteries in place of just your deep cycle batteries that are over there. You're gonna delete the generator, which would go right here. This will now be a lockable storage compartment, which Renegade makes these baggage doors in-house. They are aluminum insulated and they are slam latches. Super solid, really, really cool thing that Renegade does. But to continue on your lithium package, two 400 amp hour lithium batteries, no generator. You got 330 watts of solar standard on the roof. They add an auxiliary alternator, a second one up front, just to help with charging your batteries when you're going down the road. They put a soft start on your air conditioner, and they upgrade your 2,000 watt inverter to a 3,000 watt inverter. So if you have any questions on that, I know there's a lot that goes into it. Feel free to give us a shout at 616-965-9625. We're happy to go over any of that information. I just want to tell you what's on this guy. This is the only floor plan by Renegade that they actually have a pass-through storage bay. And so from this side all the way over to the other, you do have a full pass-through storage compartment. So check that out. Like I said, this is the only floor plan from Renegade that actually has a pass-through storage bay. All storage on this side. On the back, everything from Renegade is painted. The Vienna and the Renegade logo look like they might be decals. They are not. Renegade does not put any decals on their coaches. They are fully painted. This is your back bumper. Your hitch on the back is set up with 7-way wiring, and you do have that 4,200 pound hitch or receiver. So that'll handle 4,200 pounds towing or a 400 pound tongue weight. On this opposing end, here's the other side of your pass-through storage bay. This coach is 30 amp service with one air conditioner that does have a condensation pump that routes all the way under the coach. In here is your wet bay from Renegade, where it is all water jetted out, so you don't have any stickers that could fall off over time. And everything's centrally located, where you have your propane fill, you have your outside spigot, you have your black tank flush, All that stuff is centralized right here in this storage compartment. You have a propane furnace on board. This will be the discharge. You have a Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus water heater. A little bit different than the standard Truma AquaGo. This has like a circulating system when you put it on the comfort mode, which it'll cycle your hot water to your faucet. So when you turn on your faucet, you're not getting through a ton of cold water to get to the hot water. It'll be right there. So just a nice little luxury feature that Renegade puts on there to conserve water, especially if you're boondocking. Down here is where you store your sewage hose. So you can open that up and store your sewage hose right there, and then your discharge for your gray and black tank is underneath. Underneath of our slide out, you do have a slide topper on board, but I'll just show you down here. Opening this up, you're gonna find an extra storage compartment in your 3,000 watt inverter. If you were to get an extra 400 amp hour lithium battery with the lithium package, it is an add-on, but it would go in that storage compartment. So it would take up that space, but everything is nice and tidy in here. You still have your slam latch baggage doors. And then as I open this one up, you're gonna see your TBB power, these massive 400 amp hour lithium batteries. You got 2 of them. You can option a 3rd one, but 2 standard with that package. All nice and tidy, wired in. We're gonna head inside and check out the floor plan. Again, this is the twin bed floor plan. With Renegade, you can order anything in a cab over sleeping space or just their aero cap, which will just give you some storage. The difference in the name, so this is the 25 TBC. If you got just the cab over space, you lose the C at the end and it gets replaced with an N. So it would be the TBN. But for all intents and purposes, this is the cab over sleeping space. Okay, so here we are in the back of the brand new 2026 Renegade 25 TBC. This is gonna be the twin bed floor plan. So as you see on my right and my left are the twin beds. If you wanted to make it into a king bed, this does fold out and pull out to make it into a king bed sleeping space. The cushions on the right and left side of me that are right here that can act as backrests if you wanted to sit up and watch TV, because you do have a TV right here. Those will meet in the middle to make that king bed sleeping space. But if you kept it as twins, this has a ton of storage. So as you open up these cabinets, they are solid maple. They are just stained the Lakewood color, and they are dovetailed construction. So they are heavy duty cabinets. You are buying a luxury coach. Renegade does not skimp pretty much on anything on their coaches. A bunch of storage up above, which for 2026, you might notice these look a little bit different than 2025's. They used to have like a rounded out overlay over top of where this fascia is, and then a latch on the bottom. Now they are putting the latches right on the middle of the cabinet, and on a lot of them, they're just magnets. But it looks nice and sleek. It feels great, but it has this matte finish on this Lakewood color scheme for your interior wood. When it comes to the upholstery, you'll see it a little bit more when we get to the theater seating up front, but this is the Cypress color scheme, which is going to be like a cream color. But storage down below, a bunch of storage up top, TV back here, your air conditioning is centralized right here. It is ducted. This is a 13.5 air conditioner with a condensation pump that actually pumps it down to underneath the coach. On most travel trailers, motorhomes, fifth wheels, you've probably noticed when you're running your air conditioner, there's gutters that are on the roof, and it'll just be continuously just dripping from the condensation. Renegade routes it all the way underneath the coach, so you don't have that on here, which is really cool, something that not a lot of people know actually about Renegades. But main sleeping space back here. As we head forward, you're going to have a split bathroom, so your sink and medicine cabinet is right here. Just to open that up. Solid surface countertops. Down below, you'll have a little bit extra storage with some access to your plumbing. You do have a ducted furnace on board too. In here is going to be your bed or your bathroom area, where you have a porcelain foot flush toilet, controls for your rain sensor, max air fans, and then you have a nice big shower with a skylight in there for you taller folks, taller than me. I'm 5'7". So closing this, we're into our main living area, which in the slide out, you're gonna have some storage, your theater seating, which is a major upgrade from last year. So for 2026, I can go over that. Your 12-volt refrigerator and some extra storage space. Renegade does these pantry areas. So if you were gonna put some boxes, cans, non-perishables, this is a great spot for it. And they are soft close. Same thing down here, you do have 2 of them. So loads of storage in this floor plan, especially with that pass-through storage bay in the back. But in your kitchen area, rather than having a single induction cooktop like in previous model years, now you have 2 induction cooktops, which is pretty sweet. So you can cook 2 things at once with the lithium package. The other option that you could do if you didn't want the induction is they do a 2-burner propane cooktop. But you have your microwave, which is a convection microwave down below. You don't have to reach up top to get anything out of there. A good amount of storage down here. Like if you open this up, this is a huge storage tub. And then if you had cutting boards or anything, you can actually remove these now, which is a really nice addition. And then all your remotes, touch-up paint, that'll all be in there. Some extra storage down below. Nice spot for like a small trash can if you wanted it. And then a few more drawers. Solid surface countertops with LED bars inlaid in there. Up top, Samsung TV, sound bar, some extra storage space, and a spice rack. On your Firefly control panel, if you go to the main home area, you can control your lights, turn them on and off, see your tank capacities, water pump, tank heaters, because you do have tank heaters on board. You can turn on your water heater, change the temperature in here. You can adjust all your lighting, where you do have dimmable lights on anything that has basically an up or a down arrow. You can hold it down and it will actually dim your lights. Exterior lights, bedroom lights, bathroom lights. This is where you're going to be able to basically pair up with your solar system. If you want any further information on that, feel free to give us a shout, 616-965-9625. Your climate control, you can control your air conditioning. You have a heat pump in your air conditioner. If you're plugged into power, you can run that instead of using your furnace. You can control your fans, raise them, lower them, change the temperatures or change the speeds. Control your slide out and your awning from right here, or control your auto leveling, which you can also do down by the entryway of the coach. And then just adjust the settings all on this Firefly system. So very intuitive, really cool. There's also a few more control panels that you'll find throughout the coach. But over here, theater seating that are power theater seating, which is a major change from previous model years. You can basically just hold down these buttons and they'll kick out or close up. You do have tables on either side, like lagoon tables that can move around. I put away this one just so I could sit down, but you can move these around, rotate them rather than having a table just in the floor. And then Renegade raised the backs of their theater seating so it's much more comfortable. Up front, this is the TBC, so you have the cab over sleeping space. You can move this around if you want to, if you wanted to have more headroom when you're actually getting into the chassis. But you can sleep 1 or 2 people up here in the cab over sleeping space, which you're going to have some outlets. You have a bunk light and a cable port if you wanted to bring hook up a TV up there. Down below in the cab area, this is going to be a Mercedes. You're going to have Mercedes features, the adaptive cruise control, lane assist, all your Mercedes safety features. You're going to have tire pressure monitoring system, power seats and heated seats. All your seats swivel around too, so both your driver and your passenger seat will completely turn around if you're doing a little bit of hosting or you just want to lounge. A ton of cup holders, climate control, and then you are going to have Renegade's camera system, which is a backup camera and a left and right camera system too. So if you're changing lanes, you want to check your blind spot, you're getting over in the left lane. As soon as you turn on your turn signal, the camera up here where your rear view camera or where your rear view mirror would be will turn on the left side camera or vice versa for the right side. So pretty cool that you have a 3-camera system as you're going down the road. All right, we're back outside the brand new 2026 Renegade Vienna 25 TBC. If you have any questions on this, feel free to give us a shout. This is Eddie at Veurink's RV Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan. My number is 616-965-9625. Stay tuned for any further videos that we'll have on inventory that we have coming in. We might have an FWC coming in, DLC, RMC, any of that stuff. We try to make a video on every Renegade product that we do get in stock. But thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.